G'day everyone. I'd like to do a contest entry, and this is to a fairly recent YouTuber. Oh, that's my again. And that is Don the Doctor. Don the Doctor is a comic collector and a Doctor Who collector, a collectibles collector. I've just come across him recently, and he's got a pretty good channel. I like the fact that he's a Whovian like myself. He's a Doctor Who fan, and he's a comic collector, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably be engaging him in some conversations about my favourite TV show. So yeah, congratulations on 100 subs. This is a 100 sub contest. You have to be 18 or over 18 to enter his contest. You've got to be subscribed to his channel. I think he's at 126 subs now, so seems like a long time ago when I was at 100 subs. So yeah, congratulations, man, that's awesome. So there were some questions. So you had to what were they? I show either 3 comics or 3 collectibles. So I thought, since he's a Doctor Who fan and his channel's called Don the Doctor, instead of doing comics, which I usually do, one of them is going to be a comic, but everything that I show, and I'm not going to show 3, I'm going to show 4 things in this entry, excluding this, okay? So these are 4 of my favourite Doctor Who collectibles that I have in my collection. I've got a shitload more, but I've chosen these because they mean something to me. 2 of them mean a lot to me. One is just awesome, and the other one's pretty awesome as well. So we'll start with those, right? So let's start with this first. Okay. So, when was this? The end of last year, I heard about. Well, it's actually a year ago last week. New York Comic Con. They released. Was it New York Comic Con or was it San Diego? I can't remember. Last year they released a Doctor Who box set, and I wanted it so badly. So I pre-ordered it on a website. Months in advance, and I got it about Christmas time last year. And yeah, and this is, of course, the 13 Doctors figure collection set. Yep, 13 Doctors. So you've got all 13 Doctors. So there's 12 Doctors plus the War Doctor in this set. Pretty awesome to own this. This has got a number on it, so we got the TARDIS look. I love it. I think I might even try and get this autographed, this thing. So we have got number 3,705 out of 5,000. I think it is. I think it's a limited set to about 5,000. I might be wrong. So as you can see, we have all the Doctors, and they're all variants of the. So there you go. There's the original 4, and the 4th one is my favourite. The 3rd one's pretty cool because that's the 3 Doctors. 3rd Doctor. We got the 2 Doctors, 2nd Doctor, and the Web Planet's 1st Doctor in the set. So it's a pretty cool set. I am pretty happy. I'm a bit disappointed with the Capaldi, the 12th Doctor figure in this set. I would have liked to have seen a Capaldi with the velvet jacket and the white shirt and the vest, but for some reason they do not want to make that figure yet. Well, hopefully they will. And we've got all the synopsis for each Doctor, and then we buy it just right there. See, so pretty cool. So you got William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, John Pertwee, Tom Baker, Peter Davison, Colin Baker, Sylvester McCoy, Paul McGann, John Hurt, Christopher Eccleston, David Tennant, Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi, and who's not in here now, they're going to have to make a 14 Doctor set because we've got a Jodie Whittaker. I believe her costume might be revealed either this month or next month. Is that what I believe? Yeah, so that's just a rumour. Can't wait for that because that's one of the most important things. The second thing I'm going to show is my remote control Dalek. Sorry, I can't find the controller for it, and it's got flat batteries, which is a bit sucky, I know, but love him. It's pretty awesome. The original Daleks, of course, so he sits up on my bookcase over there. So yeah, it's pretty awesome stuff to own this. I think he's quite a rare figure now, to be honest. Very hard to get this one, so yeah, pretty awesome figure to have. I've also up there, while I'm at it, I've also got this fella here. I might as well show him while we're talking Doctor Who. Sorry, I've been a bit sidetracked, but I don't care. So we've got a remote control K9. He's pretty awesome. This is the original release of him because I think he's been released about twice since this one. And so pretty awesome to have him in my collection. He does make other sounds if I can get him to, but I'm not at the moment, so don't know. So yeah, but yeah, big fan of K9. So pretty awesome thing to have in my collection. Now, sorry, I got a bit sidetracked. So also I've got is a signed old 1970s Doctor Who Target book. And a few years ago, I went to a city called Hamilton up north, the North Island of New Zealand, and I met John Levine. So John Levine played Sergeant Benton in the Third Doctor and Fourth Doctor stories. And he's got written here, love and peace, John Levine, Sergeant Benton. So I absolutely love this. I was a bit army mad as a kid, so to actually meet Sergeant Benton from the unit era of Doctor Who, I love the unit era of Doctor Who with the Brigadier and Sergeant Benton and the Third Doctor, Joe Grant and Liz Shaw and Mike Yates. It was awesome era of Doctor Who, so that's why I'm showing this. It's an old Target book and it's got John Levine's signature in it. Now the last thing that I've got in my own personal collection that I absolutely adore is my autographed Titan comic of the 12th Doctor's Adventures #1, and it is signed by Jenna Coleman, who I met 3 years ago at a convention over here, and there's her signature right there. And the man himself, Peter Capaldi, who I absolutely love as the Doctor. I will be very sad to see him go at Christmas time, but also excited to see the new Doctor. I'm also excited to see the 1st and 12th Doctor having an adventure together. So they're my own things out of my own personal collection, and it's pretty awesome stuff. To meet Peter Capaldi was awesome. I spent ages talking rubbish to him. It was great. He signed a few things, so I've got some other things signed by him. Me and my mate sort of stalked him. We waited. He did a show in New Zealand, just talking about Doctor Who and other stuff, and we went to the side door after the show, and there wasn't many people there. We were one of the first people to see and meet him. We waited about 10 minutes and then he came out, and I got a lot of stuff. I got a couple of things signed, and I got to have a good old yarn to him. It was one of the best days I can remember, meeting one of the current Doctor. Yeah, definitely awesome. So another thing he wanted you to talk about was, where would you, if you got to travel with the Doctor, where would you like to go in time and space? I would like to go back to the late 70s, because the BBC decided in the 70s, sometime in the 70s, that they would junk all the classic Who from the 1960s. They wrapped it up, the reels, and they burnt it. And stuff like Dad's Army, Z-Cars, I think the Avengers, there's a lot of stuff. And one of those shows that got destroyed was Doctor Who. A lot of the first Doctor, William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton stories are missing. I believe is that 91 episodes of Doctor Who are still missing, were destroyed by the BBC. They still own the audios, they still own the telesnaps, but the episodes are no longer exist. But they have started to animate the stories, because I got to see the Power of the Daleks last year. It was fully animated, which is great because they still had the audio for all those stories, so that was awesome. But yeah, if I could travel back in time, I would go to the BBC and stop the controller from making that decision, or I would save all those missing episodes. That would be what I would like to do, because it's sad that we don't get to see stuff like the Dalek Master Plan, the Feast of Stephen. That's the first ever Christmas special from Doctor Who. There's a lot of stuff. I could go on and on about the stories. The Highlanders, there's a lot of that missing. Evil of the Daleks, there's a lot of that missing. So on and so on, you know. And it's Fury from the Deep. Yeah, you know, you get the picture. So yeah, it's sad that those stories do not exist anymore. So that's what I would do. Me and the Doctor would do. And the third question is, he wants you to give some people a shout out. So who can I shout out? Oh, shout out the Undisputed Frost. He's a great guy, loves his indie comics, reviews indie comics, got his own channel called All About Comics, where he interviews artists and writers and inkers and colorists and all sorts. So check him out, he's a good guy. We'll shout out Reaper Tate. Reaper Tate's a good man. He loves the Silver HDC and Marvel. Got a great collection. Very, very good in-depth knowledge of old comics. Very, very, very good. Love his videos. You should watch his videos. Who else can I shout out? Oh, see, my mind's gone blank. Comically Flawed. He's another good fella in the comic book community. You should check him out. Got a great channel. Awesome dude. You got Rebel Comics or Rebel Gaming. He's got a couple of channels. He's got his own indie comic. He's releasing issue 4, I believe, very shortly in a Kickstarter called Niobe. So you want to check out Rebel Comics, because he's got his own comic, and his artist is a good friend of mine as well, Steve Ballou. They're both French. They're both Canadian. Sorry, Steve's French Canadian, and yeah, and Steve's a great artist. So yeah, you want to check Niobe out. Another guy is Punisher Comics, and he has got his knowledge on just information on comics, certain comics is, you know, pretty good. So that'll be my shout outs. All those guys have got, you know, fairly good sub counts, but I thought I'd give those guys a shout out because they deserve it, because they're all great channels. So yeah, so that's my shout out. Congratulations to Don the Doctor on 100 subs, and this is my entry into your contest, and I hope everybody else in this community enters this contest. So Don, my fellow Whovian, congratulations, man. And yeah, hope to see more content from you, more Doctor Who content. That'd be awesome. Rightio, we'll catch us later. Bye.